Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be doing a sketchbook tour because I have recently finished this sketchbook. I started it in the fall of 2022 and I finished in March 2023. So let's get started. So here is the first page, and on this page, since this is the first page, I did a little bit of everything. So I drew a study of a face, then I drew two bodies, they're girls with guitars, and I drew an outfit that I liked, and this was on October 10th. On this page, I was doing a music OC challenge where you put your playlist on shuffle and the different songs that come up are the different aspects of the character. So on this page, I was designing the character and I really liked her, so I drew her again a couple of times in this sketchbook. And she still doesn't have a name though. This page, I did a study of someone sitting, and then I did another study of a face, and then here I tried to draw a head with no kinds of guidelines at all, and the proportions aren't right, so that's why I stick to drawing people with guidelines. On this page, I had just wanted to draw bodies, so I drew two bodies one day, and then I did these three another day, and this one is my favorite because of the pose and the dress she's wearing. This is one of my favorite pages in this sketchbook because it looks much different. Last year, I took a purple metallic marker and started doodling with it while I was listening to an audiobook, and that page became my favorite in this sketchbook, so I did it again in this sketchbook, and I plan to do it again in my next sketchbook because it's nice to have a cool page in there. On this page, I was making a tutorial for drawing facial expressions and different emotions, and I used the character that I designed from my playlist. So I had like a bunch of, I just have the basic emotions and then very specific expressions. So this day I was only drawing pictures that I found. So here is, like it says, a random study, and then this was like a picture I drew based off lyrics from a song, and I tried to do it again, but I don't like this one. And then a picture of someone sitting again. And here are more pictures of people sitting, and I experimented with colored pencils. I don't really use my colored pencils that much, so I wanted to experiment with them. On this page, I was still studying bodies, and so this was someone running, and these were just like outfit inspo pictures, but I drew them for the body poses. This was a fall inspired like illustration with my alcohol markers and a little bit of Posca pens. So like her body and everything and the clothes were made with markers, and then like I'm not sure if you can tell, but the dates and some in here, it's like a gold color and then metallic right here, and those were my Posca pens. And the cherries are also Posca pens. So I was just drawing different faces, and I like these two a lot. Here is someone I drew because they had on like a cool outfit, and another side profile. Here I was like breaking down the different parts of the body and the different shapes for a tutorial and different like tilting points in the body. On this page I drew different poses to demonstrate how different joints in the body bend and how they flow together, and that was also for the same tutorial. Here I was demonstrating drawing bodies in perspective. I like this one because it was a hard pose to draw, and so I did a lot of erasing, if you can tell. On this page I was drawing with pens, and I really like this one. And this picture I drew it again later in a sketchbook, and it's cool to see because it looks much different later in the sketchbook. I like drawing with pens because it's much trickier because you can't erase the mistakes, so you have to draw lightly and then draw harder on top of that. And these were the pens that I was using, so it doesn't have to be fancy or anything, just regular pens or ballpoint pens. Here are more pen drawings. You could see a lot of unfinished drawings because when you mess up, you can't erase it. So, and I really like this eye because of the shading. Here I was redrawing a Christmas drawing from 2021, but this face I messed up on, that I erased it so much that the paper got worn out, and then I tried to do it again, but the proportions were way off, so I just decided to do another idea. So I did a sketchbook spread instead. So here basically was like a Christmas outfit that I just designed, and I don't know if this was supposed to be the same person or not, but I know that these are the same person. So, and this was a sticky note I put on there with like a message, and then I cut it so that when you pull the flap up, it's like a checkerboard Christmas design at the bottom. I saw that on a sketchbook spread on Pinterest. But here I was testing new markers that I had got for Christmas, and I like numbered them from the lightest to darkest. Here were more Christmas drawings for YouTube Shorts, and here's a cat. And here was the second set of colors that I got. So I redrew another drawing from last year, and I used much more colors, and I like it much better but I didn't make it a full drawing like the first one, just an upper body shot. And then this was a face that I tried to draw with just the colors, and I really liked it until I put this turquoise color for the shading, and then that kind of messed it up. This is my favorite page in the sketchbook because of this drawing, and the picture that I was drawing was taken in, I think it's a fish islands. I might be wrong, I don't know. And I added a little bit more drawings and colored them with green as well. I was testing out different combinations of the colors even more. And on this drawing, I was trying to test lighting and shading. And here is a face. I had labeled it number 1 because I was going to put a bunch of different faces on one page like I had did in a different sketchbook, but I forgot about it the next day, so this face is all alone. On this page, I kind of did the same thing though. So I like this page a lot because of the color pencil I use, which I don't really use color pencils in my drawings that much, but I'm going to try to use them more. And like all 4 of these are my favorite, and these ones were the ones that didn't turn out as well. This is a drawing of 2 different pictures of the same person, so I put them into one drawing. And here are 2 other faces. These are also random sketches of random pictures, and this was also a sketch of a picture, but then like 2 weeks later I came back and I colored this one with markers. So these are more sketches of faces, and this is like me practicing drawing bodies in perspective, because that was what I was currently practicing a lot. So these are more bodies in perspective. This was me practicing it even more. So on this page, I took a very bright and colorful picture and I drew it, and then I tried to use the color wheel to swap the colors from the original picture that I drew. And so I did 2 different versions, and I like this one better than the second version. And I was trying to like write down the different colors that I was swapping. So these are different drawings, and I drew a bunch of lips because I like to draw lips, and I also like to draw hands. So those are 2 things that appear in a lot of the pages. So on this page, I was practicing drawing smiles because I had a hard time drawing smiles where the mouth was open. So I was just doing studies of smiles so that I could get better at it. And this smile has a face with it. This was the page that I ended up drawing the eyes on. So it was for a tutorial on drawing eyes. So these are different styles of eyes. So this is realistic, stylized, very cartoonish or stylized. And then the different types of eyes, and them in a stylized version. And then I drew different studies of eyes to demonstrate. So this page, I found a picture of a person in like a aesthetic mail carrier outfit, and I liked it, so I drew it. And this face, I drew it in like a stylized version instead of very realistic, because I was still developing my own style. So this was fun. I drew figures, but in limited amount of time. So first I started with 7 minutes, because I didn't want to start at 5 minutes yet. And this one I was able to draw in 7 minutes without shading it, so I drew it in 7 minutes, and then after that I shaded it. So I drew this one in 5 minutes, this one in 7 minutes, and this was in 5 minutes. So most of the 5 minutes I was never able to actually fully finish shading it, I just drew the figures. In this picture, I was able to draw it and basically shade it in 5 minutes. This is also one of my favorite pages in the sketchbook because of like the yellow I added in the sketches, and it wasn't like I didn't even plan to do it. It's just that I had found out that in the Ohuhu brush marker set, this plastic paper is for putting at the back of your sheets so that it doesn't bleed through the sheets. And I had never realized that, so I wanted to test it, so I added color to the sketches. More faces. At this point, I was kind of trying to finish the sketchbook. For this page, I found a pen with about like 24 or like 16 different pictures of hands. So I drew as many as I could. Well, as many as I could until I was finished with drawing. And she is fancy. Here I was drawing thumbnails for an idea of a painting that I had, but I wasn't really sure about it, so I drew thumbnails to get the idea right. And it was basically a girl with a bunch of daisies behind her. This was a girl that I had drew when I was doing the pen drawing, so it looks much different. And these are just random drawings. Another girl with a guitar. On this page, I made like my own mail carrier outfit, but it's very similar. And this is like the close-up of her face, and another side profile, and some eyes. And here is the last page of the sketchbook. And it was nothing fancy. I just did like the same things. Drew a face and a girl with a guitar, because I was very ready to finish the sketchbook, because by this point I already had a new one. So this is the end of the sketchbook tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.